Marking its 17th edition, the CNBC Africa Corporate Golf Challenge 2024 offered a day of premium networking opportunities, prize giving for stellar golfers, and an enriching day on the greens.
We're very happy with the progress so far. It started out with a much smaller group and without the broader sort of goal behind it, which is to help the ABN Education Trust, which, as you know, is our initiative that we use to help improve the lives of disadvantaged children. And we help support an orphanage called the Tutu Azela Foundation. And it's a fantastic day where you can bring in golfers that come in and have a wonderful day out and then open up their purse strings and fund a fantastic cause at the end of the day.
Dotted with ponds and dams and an abundance of flowering shrubs, the Houghton Golf Club in Johannesburg, South Africa, welcomed esteemed businessmen and women keen to test their swing on the fairway. Met with great weather, like-minded people, dignitaries and friends of the ABN Group gathered for a pleasure-filled round of golf in an effort to raise funds for the ABN Education Trust. Let's meet some of the players. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. And you've made way to the CNBC Africa Corporate Golf Challenge. Tell us a little bit more about why you've decided to come out this morning and some of the aspirations you have for the rest of the day.
Well, obviously the company is quite interested in the ABLA Awards that we attended last night. But more than anything else, it's good to network with your peers, see some of the business leaders around, and sometimes, pay homage to the essence of what the awards are all about. So today is all about networking with some other companies in business and friends, and we're having a lovely day here on the course.
So you've made way here to the Corporate Golf Challenge. Just let us know a little bit about why you decided to attend this year's event and also how the game is going.
Well, I'm attending the event because I've been invited by Mr. Bembe and Mr. Wahi, whom I've known for a while. The event, I am a golfer, so it's not my first golf day with CNBC Africa. Very good channel, by the way, and that's why I'm here.
And you said this is not your first golf day, so how does it fare with the previous golf days you've attended and some of the merit or benefits that you've gotten from previous golf days?
Well, from where I stand, from my viewpoint, is that this golf day has always been well organized, but I'm seeing more sponsorship this time. I think the attendance is getting bigger, which means there's more work that CNBC Africa is doing, especially on the business channel. The updates, the regular updates is what probably attracts most of us to this golf day.
And tell us a little bit more about why you've made the effort to come to this year's Corporate Golf Challenge.
I think just to mingle, get to know more people and build relationships. I think that's key, and obviously to meet with some of our stakeholders here as well.
And how's the game going so far?
Decent. Decent. Not too good, but not too bad. Hoping for a better rest of the 18.
And lastly, the second leg of today is an auction to raise funds for the ABN Education Trust. What are some of your thoughts on initiatives like this that seek to expand opportunities for those that are less fortunate?
I think it's fantastic. I think we should all try and do more, especially in a country like South Africa. There's a lot of very unfortunate, less fortunate people, so I fully support it and I think it's very good.
I'm very passionate about upskilling young people. In my company, I mentor, I upskill, I train young people. So any initiative that speaks to education, I'm fascinated by it and I will always support.
I support the initiative with all my heart because anything that lifts the poor and try to make a difference is worth the cause to support.
And lastly, I see that you're an all-women team. Just your thoughts on women in golf, particularly for reasons of networking and seeing other business leaders.
Golf is golf, whether you're playing with other women or other genders. We play for fun, of course, but we do discuss business, and I know in some cases that some deals have been clinched on the golf course. But today we're just out to relax and play good golf.
For me, it was not all about playing with women, but I'm playing with women that I've always held in high regard, that are doing exceptionally well in their respective fields. And it's so nice to reconnect with women that are of the same mindset.
I think it is important for women to not only have a seat in the boardroom and in different forums, but also on a day like today where we can be as females together on the golf course and just share, industry knowledge, friendship, and overall just having a good time.
The second leg of this golf day marked an auction in aid of the ABN Education Trust, which was established in 2011. A number of great prizes, trips, and other valuables are sold to bidders who are keen to make a difference. Let's take a look into the evolution of the trust over the past few years.
The ABN Group was founded in 2007 by Zafar Siddiqui and Rakesh Wahi, with the vision of becoming the most trusted aggregator and disseminator of business and business news in Africa. The group is home to two of the most recognized and influential brands, CNBC Africa and Forbes Africa. Both brands have risen to #1 in their respective genres in sub-Saharan Africa and have played a key role in changing the negative perception on the continent. Although ABN is a small company, it is very conscious of its social responsibility and the need to be closer to the community and to ensure that its activities do not remain small-scale initiatives.
From the beginning, we have always been looking at CSR as a part of the group's mantra. We've always believed giving back to society is an important part, both as a company, a group, and as a family. We have been involved in charitable activities in all our markets, starting from an early age in India, where we had set up. My mother set up a vocational center in a city called Dehradun, and there's almost 30,000 girls that have been educated at that vocational center for the last over 35-40 years. So when we came here, we were doing a lot of ad hoc kind of activities, where you'd give a little money here and a little money there. And I think it was around 2010-11 when I looked at some of the things we were doing and asked ourselves what should be the areas that we should actually support and do it in a kind of a concerted, consolidated manner, rather than to do ad hoc kind of commitments to CSR.
The ABN Education Trust was founded in 2011 by Rakesh Wahi to consolidate the CSR activities of the ABN Group. The trust is funded by the Wahi family, the ABN Group of companies, and Transnational Academic Group, and thanks to its tireless efforts of its patron, Mrs. Saloni Wahi, Group Executive Director, Mrs. Roberta Naika, and other trustees, the trust has been working hard to raise funds, with various initiatives such as women's leadership events, golf days, and auctions, and appealing to companies and individuals dedicated to helping those in need. The group has decided to focus on 3 main activities.
At the ABN Education Trust, we work at 3 levels. Firstly, we give sponsorships and bursaries at the undergrad level to deserving students. Secondly, we give internship opportunities across all our portfolio companies. And thirdly, and the most important and the one closest to my heart, is that we've taken on the responsibility of a couple of orphanages, not only in South Africa, but we also work very closely with a few in Ghana. And these orphanages, the ones which we have selected, are actually so small or rudimentary that neither do they get corporate funding nor government support. And they house little babies and children who would otherwise have nowhere to go.
One example is the Tutuzela Aid Community Center, which started in a small room behind a factory in Alexandria, which to date consists of a multi-bedroom facility currently located in Marlborough Gardens. The Trust provides much-needed support with no expected public recognition. The Trust also supports the Siyabonga Orphanage, located in the heart of Alexandria, a registered non-profit organization that provides shelter to the kids from the Alexandra Township and surrounding areas.
Some of these children I have known since the age of 3 and 4. And today, as 15 and 16-year-old young adults, it gives me so much happiness when they say one wants to become a cop. They're settled twins, one wants to become a physiotherapist and another wants to become an astronaut. So I think it's very important interacting with these kids and becoming a role model to them. And all of us together at ABN, individually and collectively, we try to be both aspirational and inspirational so that they just don't think about the space they are in currently. That's the government school or the orphanage, but they have big dreams.
Hi, my name is Koketsu. When I grew up, I went to be an aerospace engineer.
Hi, my name is Amhelang. When I grew up, I want to be a beauty therapist.
Hi, my name is Sato. When I grew up, I want to be electronic engineering.
Hi, my name is Kafiso. When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer.
In 2022, children were invited to experience the day in a news and studio environment.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the interview. Hello and welcome. My name is Koketsu, and today I'll be doing an interview with my friend. What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be an electronic engineer.
Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.
Secondly, scholarships of higher education are given to students, especially young women. The Trust offers scholarships to enable students to obtain qualifications. Similar scholarships have also been awarded to students from Ghana and Rwanda.
I was in the class alone, and I was supposed to come in the class and say that there is a scholarship for one student. The dean of our department told me that you are the one who got that scholarship. From the bottom of my heart, I thank them because they played a big role in my life. Because without them, I have never studied and finished my school.
So thanks to the bursary, I was able to springboard what my career looks like right now, and it's eventually what it's going to grow to become. And without that, I don't think I would have been able to. We would have been talking a different story today.
The bursary has helped me a lot, especially giving me a chance to enhance my skills in graphics design, and now I was able to start up my own company. And through all of this, I'd like to thank the ABN Education Trust so much for giving me the chance to enhance my skills, and because of that, I'm able to branch out, I'm able to meet new people and actually show them what I'm able to do,
The bursary meant a lot to me because it got me closer into succeeding my career. And thanks once again for this wonderful act of kindness. Thank you.
Thirdly, African youth are provided with internship opportunities that will provide them with a valuable work experience and provide them with the foundation they need to apply for jobs and enter the mainstream job market. The ABN Group, through its various companies, has provided over 375 internships so far.
So I applied for the ABN Trust Scholarship. I was interviewed. And what I remember is that I really got the sense that these people were all about helping young people like myself. They had a way of seeing into somebody's passion and in any way that they could.
The Sowolo community says there used to be graves here that were cleared to make way for the mine's activities.
The ABN partnership has been a crucial stepping stone towards my career in becoming a journalist. Last year, I joined the company through the UJ and ABN partnership, and little did I know that this will be an exciting journey for me. I had no idea about how the REN works, how the JC works, but today I can proudly say that I am a capable producer and I am able to create an entire show on my own.
Apart from this activity, the Transnational Academic Group, TAG, also participates in various activities. The group provides students in emerging markets with access to world-class higher education and professional training, and provides scholarships, grants and tuition discounts. TAG Ghana established the TAG Education Trust Fund to support the training and development of foundation beneficiaries and orphanages such as the Rising Star Home in Ghana.
Today, if you support the trust or you support any charity, you are investing in the future, the human capital of South Africa. You never know, when who may become a part of your company to carry on your legacy. And the second part is at a spiritual level, you do good, you get good. So it's very, very simple.
To everybody that is participating in the golf day, I'd encourage you to, in any shape or form, contribute so that your contribution will go a long way in educating people as well as supporting the orphanages that we support. So do not hesitate to pull your purses out today and contribute generously towards a good cause.
For more information about these initiatives or to get involved, contact the ABN Education Trust at the following email address.
We spoke to the patron of the fund, Mrs. Saloni Wahi, on the work that goes into building up this initiative.
Today's auction was a real success and a heartfelt gratitude to a lot of people, a lot of golfers who actually bid for the pieces and then gave them back. So that was really amazing. We were able to double up on what we were able to collect. And as I said, both my husband, myself, my children, our entire family is very passionate about giving back. But obviously, we are limited. So beyond the point, it's good to have, people around us come and give in as well. And I have to emphasize on another thing that happened today. There was a lady who got up and she does recycled shoes. And she was so inspired that she said she's going to give us 100 shoes for school children, some of which we will send to Ghana. To us from Accra is an orphanage that I support as well. And that really touched my heart.
ECG recycle.
Amazing. Thank you, man. Thank you for your generosity. But this is a collection of pieces that are handmade by Saloni Wahi. It's always a pleasure to have these as part of the auction every single year because they're handcrafted, they're made with lots of love. And as Saloni said to me earlier on, there's a lot of good that goes into them. And the team will be going around sorting that out with you as soon as we close the bid on that.
So I must confess that ceramics or the pottery that I do is actually Africa's gift to me. This journey started some 20 years ago when I first set foot in your beautiful city of Johannesburg, did all the touristy stuff, enjoyed the markets, the food, the jacaranda trees. And then I said, now what next? Because I need to put my time to use. And that's when a very dear friend took me for my first pottery class. And I was so hooked on, it's 20 years. And I had one single mantra that my ceramics have to be ceramics that care. I will not sell them, but I will auction them. And every cent that I get will go towards the trust. And my pieces are very unique. The clay actually speaks to me. I know it sounds like very wishy-washy, but an artist would probably understand. So it's the clay speaks to you, and then you churn out these pieces. Sometimes it takes me 16 hours, sometimes 18 hours just to prepare a piece. It is next, for those who don't know how ceramics work, it next goes into a kiln and it's fired at different temperatures. So you have something as earthenware, which is lower temperatures, stoneware, which is very high temperatures. So it goes into the kiln at maybe 120, 150 degrees Celsius for about 8 to 10 hours. Then it is cooled for another 10 to 8 hours. Then what you get is called bisque. It's just the raw form. Then you add the glazes. So you don't add colors. The technical word is glazes. And you glaze your piece with underglazes and overglaze oxides to create different hues. It goes back into the kiln for another 8 to 10 hours. Then you wait for further 10 hours. Then you get the piece. And since my country of residence is Dubai, and I come to Johannesburg about 4 times in a year. So March, June, July, and then later in October, and maybe a trip in between. So it's really a product of labor, love, and patience. So I may start a piece. For instance, this trip of mine in November 2024. I've already started working and planning and creating stuff which I'm going to auction in 2025. So yes, I'm very passionate about my ceramics, and it makes me immense pleasure when people, with golfers, they rise, they bid for it, and I can put my art to a good cause.
I think this is probably one of the best events, and I make sure that I don't miss this one. Even if I have to travel, I change plans because this is done so specially. You guys put in a lot of effort, and it's a remarkable event. It's changed a lot of courses. We started Copper Leaf, and then Sun City was 1 year, and Houghton this time. So it's a fun event. It's really a fun event.
And lastly, the second leg of today's event includes an auction to raise funds for the ABN Education Trust. What are your thoughts on an initiative like this that seeks to expand opportunities for those that are less fortunate?
So I have participated in the auctions, and I remember once getting a Rovers Rail trip to Cape Town. The things that I like to see is Saloni's porcelain or ceramic work that she does, which she auctions out. We involved in the Charity Mile, which is a horse racing event which we do every year. So charity is very close to me, and anybody who does charity or raises money for charity, hats off to them.
The second leg of today's event will be an auction which will raise funds for the ABN Education Trust. Your thoughts on that and why it's important for events like this to give disadvantaged children an opportunity for opportunities in the future?
Yeah, our young people is the future. We believe in education. Education is a great enabler that will support our young people. As you know, South Africa is having one of the highest unemployment levels, that mainly caused by lack of education. By these events, supporting and giving back to communities, I think is very important. And I think we as business people, we who are entrepreneurs that are here today should give back to society.
These type of events are brilliant because this helps people that are playing this game to come enjoy the day. And now we're going to learn to see, what's really out there. We are not exposed to these type of things. This will now be shown to us. We as a team, normally we do this charity events and we go and we support it. So we're always willing to help wherever we can. And you know what? Unfortunately, I don't like to say the word less fortunate, but there are people there that need help. And there are people that actually can help. So I think events like this, the people that have put it together have done a splendid job. And I'm hoping that a lot of money is being raised for the benefit.
I think initiatives like this should be done a lot more. And what CNBC is doing is phenomenal. Anything to give back and especially towards education, because I feel that education uplifts communities and people, and overall will uplift the country as well.
Sometimes you don't need to do things, you just need to be an enabler. People connect the dots, put people together, and good things will happen. So thank you so much.
And that's how we end off another successful round of golf at the Houghton Golf Club for the CNBC Africa Corporate Golf Challenge 2024. Let's meet once again on the fairway next year.